of the station. Now, here's Neil Rogers on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
It's the 1 to 2 hour.
If you missed the Neil Rogers show yesterday on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD, you know that Neil was sick, but the bird took his place. Oh, now come on, guys. The bird had a lot of interesting things to talk about.
Well, I had a friend of mine years ago, Jerry Clifton, who's famous in radio, had a house in Fort Lauderdale. I won't play the golf game. I'll play Young Neil. Yeah, we have that great meatloaf. Boy, you know, I can't, you know, I don't have a promo sheet. I'm going to have to look around. I don't have a promo sheet. Should they be paid? I have trouble with that word. Repatriations? I'll say the same thing that Neil says to me. I just answer the phone. All right. That's it. We're done with this hour, okay? Everything seems to be okay. All right. Meyer in the newsroom. Chuck is going to do the news. All right. And then we're going to have lunch, and I will play Young Neil for you. Okay, Chuck? Yeah, there he is. He's ready to go. I'll play Young Neil for you at 12:05. We'll see you then.
Don't miss a minute. The Neil Rogers Show. This morning at 10 on News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Peter Bolger was a normal man.
Okay, it's 107 at WIOD. I don't want to play all the whole thing, but it kind of ties in. Anyway, it's 115 at WIOD. Boy, this is just going to work out because I've got just enough voice to make it till 2. Barely. Thank God for Boone and that soup, man. That's the only thing that held me all the way through this show. Thank you, Boone. You're a great guy. And even Johnny Dark said it was great, but don't expect him to pay for it. Boca.
Yeah, Neil, how's it going?
Okay.
Listen, I'd just like to say one thing. First, I'm not a Cubs fan or a Bud man, but I do like football, and I understand Saturday they have this thing called Pick a Seat Saturday. I really don't understand what it has to do with the game football, but I guess I'm into it if they are.
Pick your seat.
Yeah, but do they have like a laundromat on the field or something where we could all put our soiled underwear or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, just checking. You know, because that'd be pretty
Cute.
disgusting, you know?
Mm-hmm. What?
Listen, who's this guy that really pissed off at you? It sounded like he dropped a couple of ceiling tiles when he closed the door, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, who is this guy?
You notice this call, John?
Goes in and out.
Yeah, you're like fading, you know what I mean? Fading.
Why?
Like into the distance. 116 at WIOD. Boy, that was a call, wasn't it? Those are the kind of calls that make us nauseous. Pompano, hello.
Hi, Neil.
Yeah.
Hi, how you doing, Glenn?
Okay.
I was just calling to ask Glenn about his trip to Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you, when you were out there, did you happen to get out of the casinos and get away from Las Vegas a little bit?
No.
Oh.
No, I never left the Tropicana.
Why would he want to do that? You what?
I never left the Tropicana.
Oh, no.
It gets slow sometimes.
Wait a minute. You didn't go up the Strip?
Oh, no, I did that.
In downtown?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but basically...
Well, what do you mean you never left the Tropicana?
That's the way I felt, you know, because they had everything I needed.
Well, you know, when the action gets slow, you need to get away. I used to live there.
Did you?
There's a few really nice places outside of the town to go away to, like, kind of blow off steam and kind of regroup.
Blow off steam, yeah.
You really ought to try to get up into the Mount Charleston resort area.
Yeah.
And do what?
Just take a look around. It's gorgeous there.
It's incredible country. It is.
Oh, and the Red Rock Canyon. Mm-hmm. That's probably the closest to town. It's a real easy drive.
Yeah. Well, next time I go to Vegas, I'm certainly going to check out the Red Rock Canyon and all those other great, you know. Who the hell wants to be in the casinos and gambling and losing your money and having a good time and having all those great meals and checking out all the entertainment? Any idiot can do that.
Well, like I had my fill of that.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's more to southern Nevada that meets the eye.
Yeah. Especially when you drive up to Reno and you see all those missiles hidden underground and stuff. There's more than meets the eye.
Oh, you got to go to Tucson, Arizona. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Tucson. You can drive around and say, "What is this?" Oh, it's a Minuteman silo. Excuse me. But
well, that's why they're turning it into a big retirement town. Okay.
Well, they're starting to get worried there.
I think there's something symbolic about that.
They're getting worried there because the town is starting to go out around the silos. People are going to have them in their backyards here pretty soon.
Well, as a matter of fact, I noticed in Sunrise they're starting with some of those Minuteman silos too. Maybe there's something to it.
Maybe they're going to target them for Hallandale.
Yeah.
Okay, well, next time you're out in Vegas, so think about it, and I'll check back with you and see what you think.
Okay.
Take care now.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. 118 at WIOD, briefly. We have an open line in Palm Beach now where they have lots of silos. There's a silo under every house in West Palm Beach. 655 WIOD. Except, of course, on Palm Beach proper. Because those people have got all the big money over there in Palm Beach. They never let them cross the island over there, you know?
No, it's
What
true.
a bunch of pseudo-intellectual, slobby, douchebag, uptight, paranoid, spoiled, pampered putzes on Palm Beach, you know? With all their stinking, filthy money. And they don't even want to talk to Donald Trump.
They won't let him in.
That's how stuck up they are,
They
okay?
will not let him in. That's new money.
Oh.
They don't like new money.
As opposed to old money.
Yes, it's true.
You don't think the fact that they don't want him to speak to him, because when he went into S.D. Lauder's house the first time on Palm Beach, he said...
Do you mind if I sit back a little bit? Your breath is very bad.
And from then on, it went downhill for Donald Trump, okay? It was all downhill. Okay, 119. That cart comes in handy for a lot of things, doesn't it?
You like that cart.
I love it. Miami, hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. Just a little short thing.
A little short thing.
Short thing, yeah.
Perfect for this show.
The show yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought I was listening to Loretta Parsons. It was a sick show. That's the
It
only
was a
comment.
sick show?
Oh, it was sick. I listened to it for
How sick was it, sir?
that's all I heard. Movies, and I don't go to the movies. That's
Yeah.
all.
You get out of the house at all, sir?
No, I was listening at work in the office, but after a couple hours, it got real sick, and I turned it off.
After a couple hours, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he changed the subject. He never did.
No, ponderous.
Oh, okay, thank you. I enjoyed
Well,
it.
let me ask you a question, sir. What do you like better, Phoebe Cates or Mr. What's his name?
I'm not saying.
Mr. Terror.
Oh, neither one of them.
Tremor. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. And Debbie Ellis will be talking to you soon. 20 after 1. Why is he calling this show?
One of your people.
Oh, God. No. Not one of mine.
That's what you say to me.
One of Debbie Ellis's people on the wrong channel. Open line and Dave, believe me, you'll get on. Trust me, don't panic. And I think we'll do a little break now because Marvin's starting to go into a little coma there. He can't handle the pressure. And he knows he's going to have to do Steve's show this afternoon, so he's really getting a little psychotic. Okay, don't panic. It's going to be great. What did Steve have again in this
Open
thing?
phones.
No, I don't mean that. I mean in
the number.
In the trends.
Was it a 37?
37.
Yeah.
So that means that 2 to 3 hour probably is, we may have stayed about the same, you know it?
Huh.
Because it must have been a big 2 to 3 hour. Okay, 21 past 1 at WIOD, and we'll be right back. Now, wait a minute, let's clarify. Which
I have to be
direction are you
specific?
pointing in? No, I don't want you to be real specific, because it could be your last show.
Mm-hmm.
W Snooze, man, they're really doing it. I want to see W Snooze in those 25... Where's the 18 to 34s that Bill Wise hasn't brought in here yet? Is he pulling this crap again? Oh, boy. If he starts with this crap, because if we beat him in midday, he would never speak to us again. And, boy, that would be a high point in my life. 25 to 54. She had a 2-1. I don't know what that's... the 18 to 34s are what we need to see for she. WIOD overall at a 3-8, 25 to 54. I know that's down a little bit, but that includes June. Don't forget, June's going to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be a Machaya. Who am I looking for? 25 to 50. Oh, W Snooze, they beat one station that's listed. They beat WMBM.
Did they?
They had a 1-2,
There you
along with
go.
WINZ had a 1-2 and 25 to 54, and WMBM had a 1-1. Listen to this. WINZ, remember them? In 25 to 54 demographics, in the morning a 1.5, midday a 0.7, afternoon a 0.7, and at night a big 3.2. Night they had their big number, a 7.4 with Bruce Williams.
Talk net.
What's doing? You know, Mr. Illiterate from the Bronx or Brooklyn or wherever the hell he's from. How you doing? Okay, let's take some calls because we don't want to bore you. We know you hate this every time this goes on. We're just a sigh of relief. We're waiting for those 18 to 34 numbers that Bill Wise is holding back. Come on, can Boy Gary get them for us? I mean, he hasn't brought us anything. Can he do something constructive? Or he'll be drop if he don't get us something, okay? We want the 18 to 34s. Let's cut the crap, okay? Fort Lauderdale. Did they hang up? I can't understand why they only been on hold for like about 2 hours. Miami.
Hello, Neil.
Here's a guy who really is devoted to the show. He held on. How refreshing to hear you, sir.
Well, also, Neil, I'm also devoted to your melting pot. We went there the other night for our anniversary.
The best.
You bet. By the way, Troy
happy
says
anniversary.
hey.
I said happy anniversary.
Well,
brother.
thank you.
Okay.
And Troy says hey.
Yeah, Troy's okay in my book.
Well, he's okay in our book, too. He did a hell of a job.
Yes, he does.
And he's always training people. Have you ever noticed that?
He's what?
He's always training people.
Well, we don't want to get into that.
Well, listen, I'm not a Cubs fan.
Didn't do me any good, I'll tell you that.
Oh, well, you'll get over it.
Yeah.
I'm not a Mets fan. I am a Reds fan, and they suck, okay?
Now you're talking. Here's an honest caller, the first one we've had all day.
Well,
okay.
I like your show, and by the way, you know...
Let me just say one thing.
What's that?
I'm enjoying the Cubs season, okay? Like I said, I'd love for them to win. I'd go crazy. But if they don't win it, I mean, nobody expected to. I'm just having a good time, okay? My life will go on. Unlike some of the Mets fans who are, like, plotzing all over themselves, okay?
Well, they deserve to plot.
You bet. You got it.
Well, listen, we enjoy your show.
Yeah.
I turned my wife on to your show. She likes it, too.
Well, that's great.
And that's all I got to say.
Well, it's refreshing hearing from you, and I'm glad you weren't intimidated enough not to call.
Well, what can I say?
Have a great day.
I'm a tough guy.
Okay. See ya.
Tell the bird to hang in there.
Okay, he's hanging.
Okay.
22 past noon. There was a good caller finally. No, we've had, they've been okay today, haven't they?
Yeah.
Did hear from Mr. Tremor. They were better than yesterday, yeah.
That was what I was going to say. I would say better than some days.
Man. What'd you get out of it? Is he behind that?
No.
The guy who called and said, dump Johnny Dark, I think he had a point, okay? I think that guy really knew what he was talking about. Anyway, so are we getting the other ones? The other numbers? Marvin is running around.
Empty-handed. Marvin
Bill Wise is coming in here.
Oh, boy.
You don't have to peek in there. You son of a gun.
He's got that smile on his face.
That's the nicest thing. He always has that stupid, I know, GTR beat us. Here we go. Stick it in your ear, will you? Okay, here's midday. What is this? Oh, this is midday. Yeah. Look they're sliding like a rock. 8-4, but we went down to a 6-1. What is this, 18-34? Boy, we better get on the stick. Although that includes that June. Don't be hanging on to disgusting, filthy stuff like that.
For me.
Okay? Boy, look at that. We took a little slide there, but that's that June month, man, is a killer. And you guys are dropping too, huh? Hot with a 13. She with a 5-3. They went down a little bit. Well, we're 18-34. They all left town, didn't they?
I think so.
Zeta with a 4-2. Love with a 5-1, et cetera, et cetera. Midday, this is, of course.
Ooh, RMF had a
0.9. Now, how come like QAM? I wanted Calder, I know, is just tinkling in his pants, and QAM didn't make any of these lists.
Pull that separately, please.
Can you?
Oh, my God.
No, so can you pull morning? No, come on. Can't you pull a morning beyond where this goes?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, would you play? That doesn't cost us money, does it?
No.
Well, good. Then in that case, I'm sure.
We'll do it.
Huh?
We'll do it.
Thank you so much. Well, he's trying to make up for old times now. 24. Get out of here, will you? You're such a silly person. I can't stand it. He is, isn't he? I hope that they sell his brain on the home shopping. 12:26. Of course, it'd be a small item.
Yeah.
26 past noon. WIOD. It's the Johnny Dark Show. Steve Kane with open phones today. Steve does not talk about the ratings ordinarily, and I have a feeling today will be an overdose of not talking about it. The Don Shula Show at 6 o'clock. Sports Talk with Joe at 6:25, and the Yankees at the Twins at 8 o'clock tonight. And did I miss anything on here? Power had a 4.9. It's, a trend. It's only 1/3 of the book, the summer book. And since nobody pays any attention to the summer book anyway, you're going to be hearing a lot of alibying all the way through. Y100 at a 4.2, 4 in the morning, 3.4, 4.7, 4.7 at night. They're, like, kind of flattened out, I guess. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, he did bring those 8. So we're down to like a 6-something at 18-34.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's it. They lost Super Dave. They lost thanks to Johnny Dark, who got his ass fired. And he has the nerve to sit in here stuffing his fat face when he cost Super Dave a job and destroyed his radio career, a budding career. He destroyed it right in the bud.
Right on the air.
Look at that. She looks so much like Solon Gray today. Not Jane Aker, but what's her name? Joan Lovett. What? Who's going to become a drummer? Joan Lovett? Oh, Super Dave and Joan Lovett. Maybe they can make big music together. Oh, here he comes, ladies and gentlemen, with his Who tickets under one arm.
We created this report just for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh,
there we go.
Geez.
Look at IOD versus QA.
Well, look at that. Look at that, a 0.7 in the morning. Calder inherited, I think, a 0.4 or 0.5, and he was there 2 weeks, so they went up a little bit. And, oh, I'm in the wrong place. Oh, they went down. Okay, well, I guess I won't be going to the track with Bill. I thought this was laid out the same as the other one in day parts. This is month by month. Well, it took a little. It was that Dick Fatherly death knell. Jeez, Calder is going to be unspeakable. They had a 0.4. Well, let's wait till the next one, okay, before we start giving Bill a rough time, okay? That's 12 plus. QAM went from a 0.6 to a 0.4 in the morning. Well, it's a changeover of audience, isn't it?
I don't know.
Huh?
I thought, well...
WIOD in the morning, 5.9 to a 5.8. We already had that, didn't we? How come we pulled... Oh, I see. 12 plus. What is this? 6 a.m. to midnight. QAM had a 0.7. Boy, that really sucks the big one, doesn't it?
Say to be.
What? I don't understand. What is this? WIOD, a 4.7. In what? Oh, I see. This is one of those that's month by month. I'm so confused I can't even read these. And now we got a 4.4. Well, what can I say? Things are not good. Not good. They're surveying a lot of little puny, teeny kids in these summer surveys, these summer months, man, like they did in June. They surveyed all those little Twinkies.
I know.
Yeah, it'll bounce right back. We'll be right back up to a 2. Miramar, hello.
Yeah, Neil.
Yeah.
I want to ask all you mullet fans out there a question.
Oh, what?
All you mullet fans
Hold on a second.
What?
I don't see the delay. Is the delay on? It is? How come I don't have a light on in here, okay? Not taking any chances these days because they're so nervous. I'm not, especially with a guy like that. You think I'm letting him go? How long does it take for that stinking light to come back on, Marvin? My God, I could sit here and read the entire encyclopedia by the time that I'm still looking at it. Do you see it, or did the bulb go out?
It's not on.
I'm not taking any calls till that goes back on. Trust me, especially when I get a voice like that. It's 12:30 at WIOD. Your information. I'm telling you, it's not on. It's not on. What? It's building? Yes. So is the Empire State Building. Okay. So is Little Asia Building. What's the message? Delay. Oh, now it just came on. It just came on.
Boy.
What the hell is going on? Why did we go out of delay during the break? We don't go out of delay during the breaks. What? Oh, this Marvin, I'm telling you, that weekend in Chicago, Oh, I don't want to hear about it. We weren't in it? We were in it. Sir, are you okay?
Yeah.
Because Marvin don't know what the hell's going on, all right?
You all right?
He's busy worrying about Rush Street.
You didn't get hurt, did you?
Yeah.
Now I want to ask you mullet fans a question.
What fans?
Mullets.
Mullet?
The Miami Mullets?
I thought he was talking about...
Are you another dolphin rap guy, sir? Are you going to rap the Dolphins?
I just want to know, you know what tomorrow starts, don't you?
What?
That's when Jet Mania starts to run wild.
Oh, these are worse than the Mets fans are the Jets fans, okay? In fact, I love the Mets fans compared to the Jets. The Jets are disgusting and obnoxious, and I'm going to tell you something. What the hell is the name of your coach? Don't tell me the name, because I hated Joe Walton, right? He is the most disgusting, subhuman. I hate him with such a passion. I wish every blood vessel in his body would burst.
What about you? What about the Dolphins owner? What do you got to say about
We love Mr. Robbie, okay?
Oh,
Those of us at WID, Mr. Robbie to you, sir, and Mr. Shula and Mr. Weaver.
Well, what are you going to do when Jet Mania runs wild, though?
Hey, we'll have a good time while the Jets are in last place, okay? Get out of here. The Jets suck and you know it. 12:31 at WID. They're still reliving 1969 all over again, just like the Mets. They're still reliving. Hey, it's Namath. For Namath ain't playing anymore, babe. Hate to break the news to you. And what happened to Richard Todd with the ugly bod? What happened to him, okay? That Joe Walton, man. With that green cap, he is to football what Ricky Ticky is to radio. That's exactly what he is with that disgusting green cap. He makes me sick. Oh, do I hate the Jets. God, do I hate those Jets. Coral Springs, hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yeah.
You're right about that delay. It wasn't working a couple minutes ago.
Well, it is now, sir.
Yeah.
Trust me.
So I was going to warn you
test
about
it?
Hey, you know, those Jets fans ain't so bad. They're not as bad as the Mets fans.
Oh, you're wrong. The Jets fans are 100 times worse than the Met fans. 100 times worse.
Hey, you know what I wanted to call about? I heard your buddy down in Coral Gables had a bad time this morning.
Isn't that a shame?
Yeah, it's really horrible over here.
Yeah.
I guess he's starting to get his just desserts.
The best is yet to come, sir, okay?
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to call up and comment on that, Neil.
Well, now that he can't just continue spewing BS, now that it has to pay the piper in court and speak to attorneys and lawyers and judges and the responsible people and not just go off the deep end. 12:33 at WIOD.
Oh, sorry we couldn't share
And we have
that.
an open line in Broward now where I just hung up at 524 WIOD. See, that's why I'm not going to discuss any of that on the air, because these people just can't control themselves, okay? They just have no judgment whatsoever, kind of like somebody else. Fat Rich is in the building. Now, you see it? Oh, boy, I bet you he's really upset. Look at the mess you made on that table. Would you look at that? It's worse, Schmutz, than when Steve had his bris on the table a couple of days ago. That is disgusting. Clean yourself up a little bit, Johnny, and stop being a slob, okay? All these guys that used to work in this business, the worst slobs in history.
Disc jockeys.
Serious. Disc jockeys, the worst slobs.
Did you hear what Ranieri calls Steve-O now?
What is
his
that?
name? Rosebud Kane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I heard that line this morning. Rose by any other name.
Yeah.
He does. It's not funny, Johnny. It's not funny, okay? Don't you see these numbers? Okay, 12:34 at WIOD. I think, should we take another little break? I think we just took one, didn't we?
Mm-mm.
Boy, my head is just spinning like a dreidel. I don't know what the hell's going on here. But we stuck right in there, boy. We still had a 6 in his trend, and that's like a major miracle, okay?
Yeah.
And a 6-3 and 25 to 54. Once we get rid of that month of June, which will be, I guess, when the whole summer book comes out, we'll be come out smelling like a rose.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Like a rose.
See what goes around comes around. It's 12:34 at WIOD. All right, back to row. Well, 12:37 at WIOD. Look at that. He's sucking up that Diet Coke there to the last drop. But at least he said it was great anyway. So, Boone, you ought to be really honored, because even Johnny Dark, who's pretty picky for a guy who hasn't worked in 2 years, he said that the food from Siam's doll was outstanding.
Yes.
And he especially liked it because it was for free. Kind of like from the Steve Kane School of Life. Well, we got a mobile in Sunrise. We better get right on. Hello.
How's it going, Neil?
Great.
I just tuned in a few minutes ago, and I heard you talking about the Jets.
The what?
The Jets.
Oh, please, I just ate, sir. I had a little soup.
They suck.
You're right.
And Joe Walton sucks.
Isn't there something about him that just makes you sick?
I used to like the Jets when Joe Namath played for him.
Joe Walton, you remember Abe Gibran with the Bears, that big fat Abe Gibran?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Joe Walton, he's not fat, but he's a slob, you know?
He's ugly.
He's with that frumpy cap, and he's always got that he's always crying, you know? He makes me sick.
You were wrong about one thing, though. We don't love Joe Robbie down here. We do love Don Shula.
No, it was just a joke,
Oh, I know,
okay?
but-
Don't you understand at WIOD, we always say we love Mr. Robbie.
Yeah, I know. But anyway,
and Mr. Weaver.
I don't call him much. You know, once every 4 or 5 months I might give you a call, but I got to tell you, Bird, yesterday's show was definitely boring. I had to turn it off. It was so boring. I mean, it was terrible. Seriously. I mean, I was...
There you go.
There you go. I didn't hang up on you, pal.
There you go.
By the way, we have a rebuttal to what he just said.
I could never charge for an autograph. I'm Rick Weaver, and that's my opinion for News Talk Radio 610 WIOD.
Thank you, Mr. Weaver. Oh, here's more comparisons, WIOD and QAM. I didn't really ask for this, okay? Oh, but it's interesting. I'd love to see the nighttime, because we keep reading about how they're going up at night, you know? They are. No, they're not. They went down. QAM 7 to midnight went down to a 2-1. Of course, we went down to a 3-1 from a 4-2, so... You know, this just ain't a sports town. All the sports talk goes on midday anyway. I gave you an opening, and you never said a word. I gave you a logical opening there, and you never said... One time I expected him to say something, and he clams up.
I want to say something to that last caller.
Yes.
Sir, these trends we got today include Neil's vacation when he went to Amsterdam.
That's why they're down a little bit.
No.
No?
Very little. Very little bit. Okay? I just want to tell the last caller that.
Anyway,
close. It is.
Actually, we went up in Cume.
Uh-huh. Last caller.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Probably in May, though. Maybe in June.
You don't know.
Boy, his ego is like, so I thought that we only had one Mr. Ego in the building. Put him to shame. Look at that. Rich got a haircut, didn't he?
I did not.
First time this year. And he looks like he lost another 10 pounds. It's incredible. Anyway, I know, Rich came in because the Mets won 2 last night. This is not a sports show, don't you understand? And tonight they're facing a real tough, what the hell is his name? Scott Pupik there. What is his name? No, he's got an earned run average higher than your weight. So that's like a forfeit already, okay? But let's move along, because not everybody scores 13 runs every day, right? And loses. Miami, hello.
Hello.
Watch everybody else when the rose on the right cheek of my ass moves to the left.
Okay, Steve, nice call. Steve must have heard the numbers, huh? Getting a little bit surly, getting worked out. I guess he won't refer to the numbers at all, huh? Because he just fell out of bed in this book and his trend, didn't he? Like a rock. 3-7. Wow. Anyway, let's go. I try to tell him. Haven't I tried to help him? He won't listen to me. It's all those abortion shows. Miami, hello.
Yeah, I just want to let you know that it's kind of conspicuous that you were out yesterday on Tisha B'Av.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to admit it, but I'm going to become Orthodox, okay? And even my prayers yesterday didn't help the ball game, so it goes to show you.
Hey, but they still scored 13 runs.
That's
so
right.
Still score.
Damn right.
Yeah,
it's more than the Mets scored in both games last night. That's right.
And my Orioles, they didn't lose last night, so they're doing good.
Did they win?
They didn't play.
Oh, a moral victory.
Exactly.
You got it.
Have a good one.
Okay, you too. Okay, Sports Talk continues after these very important... It's 12:41 at WIOD. We just can't shut it off. It's like a faucet, man. It's only one, like Farrah Fawcett. But you're busy reading your Phoebe Cates catalog over there.
You get them all riled up.
No, I don't.
Yes,
I haven't been talking about any of that. Then all of a sudden, some schmendrick calls before and starts a whole thing here.
That's what I mean. You get all riled up about this New York crap, and these people just can't handle it. It's true. They go nuts. Listen to them. Jeez.
Just tell me what your problem is.
Exactly.
Boca. Oh, come on. You're not. Are you stiffing us again in Boca?
All day. Have you noticed? All day today.
But at least I like the fact they're keeping the line lit to make us feel better.
Right.
West Palm Beach.
Hello.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about... I heard Craig Worthing got some work for a change.
Yeah.
But how's he doing? I can't hear him up here.
Well, we can't hear him down here either, sir. But if you move real close to that tower... Hey, look at that. The Norm Kent show got an asterisk.
Who's Norm Kent?
Yeah. That's what everybody in South Florida is asking.
Yeah.
Excellent question. Clark's brother.
Pardon me?
Clark's brother.
I have one thing to say. Neil, you were on vacation a couple of times, but a few months ago I didn't have a chance to call and tell you this.
Yes.
See, Bird being as Orthodox Jew as he is, okay, missed an incredible joke. Somebody called in, okay? And the guy called in to...
By the way, I need another soda. I just mentioned that in passing. And we don't need it from down... No, we can get it.
What?
Cheryl's got a whole thing full up there.
In passing what?
So go up and see Cheryl. Rich will do it, because he'll make her an offer. What? Bring what back? Well, I haven't seen it yet. Don't go... Oh, these are 18 to 34. Go ahead, sir.
No, anyway, listen. There's somebody called up. He said he just came back from New England. And on Channel 6, on TV, true story, I know this is true, they got an anchorman called Peter Tukas.
Peter Tukas.
Right, okay. And in Miami, there's somebody called...
He's kind of got it covered on both ends, huh?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And there's somebody in Miami, I forgot her first name, but her first name is... Her last name is Licksman.
Susan.
Combine the two.
Susan.
Channel 4.
Sir, I'm tired of the Susan Lickman jokes, okay?
They're going to call it...
Every day. No, I understand, okay. Every day we got to go through that. It's like some kind of punishment. Susan is still doing her little dreidel spin on Channel 4, singing Don't Worry, Be Happy, okay? Yes. 18 to 34. Now, let me take a look. Now, why has he got all these QA... he did a whole run here on IOD and QAM. What the hell's that all about?
You asked.
I didn't want everything under the sun. Boy, he just went crazy.
Well, that's wise.
Well, maybe he found out his head was on a chopping block. Let's see, in the morning? Oh, boy, I don't... Calder will not go with to the track tomorrow with me now. 25 to 54, 6 to 10 a.m., WQAM from a .4 to a .1.
Oh.
But he wasn't there, don't you understand? They lost all that country music audience, and it's like starting all over again, okay? I don't have to alibi for Calder. He's doing all right. 12:44, but you know how emotional he gets. So I shouldn't have even read these numbers because he'll take it personally.
I know.
Wait till a summer book comes out, okay? Wait till the sun shines, Neely. Fort Lauderdale, hello. Okay, good talking to you. Boy, they are like a bunch of nervous Nellies today. What's the story? You can't wait a couple hours? We know you're not going anywhere.
They're
okay, so which
intimidated.
ones do you want back? Oh, I just gave them to you back. What's that? Boy, this Fat Rich has got more numbers here. Look at this. 18 plus men. WIOD.